Book of Heaven, Volume 20, February 19th, 1927. Jesus invites her to fight. How Jesus fights through his knowledges, through the examples, through the teachings, while the soul fights by receiving them and by following the acts of his will in creation and redemption. I was continuing my flight in the divine fiat, and my sweet Jesus made himself seen coming out from within my interior and braiding his hands with mine, inviting me to fight with him. I was so very little, and I did not feel capable and strong to fight with him. More so, since a voice came out from within a light which said, "She is too little. How can she win this fight?" And Jesus answered,
"On the contrary, it is because she is little that she can win, because all the strength is in littleness."
I was disheartened, nor did I dare to fight with Jesus. And he, inciting me to the fight, told me,
"My daughter, courage, try. If you win, you will win the kingdom of my will. Nor should you stop because you are little, because I have placed at your disposal all the strength of created things. So, together with you fights all the strength contained in the heavens, in the sun, in the water, in the wind, in the sea. They all wage battle on me. They do it with me to make me surrender the kingdom of the divine fiat. They do it with creatures with the weapons which each created thing has in its power, to make them surrender to recognizing my will, so that creatures may let it reign as they themselves let it reign. And wanting to win, they all have placed themselves as though in order for battle, and seeing that creatures resist, wanting to win by all means, because they have with them the strength of that will which animates them and dominates them. With the weapons they possess, they knock down people and cities, with such empire that no one can resist them. You cannot comprehend all the strength and power that all the elements contain. It is such that, if my will did not keep them as though restrained, the battle would be so fierce that they would make a heap of the earth. Now their strength is also yours. Therefore, you go around in their midst to put them in order for battle. Let your acts, your continuous asking for the kingdom of the supreme fiat, call all creation to stand at attention. And my will, moving within it, places all of its acts in royal office in order to give and to win its kingdom in the midst of creatures. Therefore, it is my volition itself that fights, that wages battle with my very will for the triumph of its kingdom. So, your fight is animated by it, which has sufficient and irresistible strength in order to win. Therefore, go ahead and fight, for you will win. And besides, to fight in order to win the kingdom of the supreme fiat is the holiest fight that can exist. It is the most just and most rightful battle that can be fought. This is so true that my will itself began this battle and this fight as it formed the creation, and only when it wins completely, then will it surrender. But do you want to know when you fight with me and I with you? I fight when I manifest to you the knowledges about my eternal fiat. So each saying, each knowledge, each simile about a did it is one fight and one battle that I make with you in order to win your will, put it in its place, created by us, and call it, almost by dint of fighting, into the order of the kingdom of my divine volition. And as I do it with you in order to subdue your will, I started in the midst of creatures. I fight with you when I teach you the way which you must follow, what you must do in order to live in my kingdom, and the happiness, the joys which you will possess. In sum, I fight by dint of light which my knowledges contain. I fight by dint of love and by the most touching examples, in such a way that you cannot resist my fight. I fight by means of promises of happiness and joy without end. My fight is persistent, nor do I ever become tired, but to win what? Your will, and in yours, those who will recognize mine in order to live in my kingdom. And you fight with me when you receive my knowledges, and placing them in order in your soul, you form the kingdom of my supreme fiat within you. And fighting with me, you try to win my kingdom. Each one of your acts done in my will is a fight that you make with me. In each round you do through all created things, to unite yourself to all the acts that my will does in all creation. You call all creation to wage battle in order to win my kingdom, moving my very will dominating in all created things, so as to wage battle on my will itself in order to establish its kingdom. This is why, in these times, the wind, the water, the sea, the earth, the heavens are all in motion more than ever, waging battle against creatures as new phenomena occur, and how many more will occur, destroying people and cities. Because in battles it is necessary to dispose oneself to suffer losses, and many times also on the part of the winner. There have never been conquests of kingdoms without battle, and if there have been, they have not been lasting ones. You fight with me when, investing everything I did and suffered in my humanity, that is, my tears, my most intimate pains, my prayers, my steps, my words, and even the drops of my blood, you impress in them your I love you, and for each one of my acts you ask for the coming of the kingdom of my supreme fiat. Who can tell you the fight you make with me? You move my very acts to wage battle on me, that I may surrender and grant you my kingdom. Therefore, I fight with you, and you fight with me. This fight is necessary to you in order to win my kingdom, and to me in order to win your will and to begin the battle in the midst of creatures, so as to establish the kingdom of my supreme will. I have my own will, and all of its very power, strength, and immensity in order to win. You have my will itself at your disposal, all creation and all the good I did in redemption, in order to launch a formidable army to wage battle and win the kingdom of the supreme fiat. See, each word you write is also a fight that you make with me, one more soldier that joins the army which must win the kingdom of my will. Therefore be attentive, my daughter, for these are times of fight, and it is necessary to use all means in order to win.
Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus' lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will, so that together we can bring His kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.